Good morning. Hello, I'd like to introduce myself. The name I prefer to go by is Jared, and this is the final course in my addiction studies program at Ivy Tech. So, the name I prefer to go by, like I said, is Jared. I do use the pronouns he, him, and his. I believe that allowing people to designate which gender identification pronouns they go by is important this day and age. Um, the home campus that I am attending classes through is the Terre Haute campus, although I am living in Bloomington, Indiana at the time being. My future academic and professional plans in addictions counseling are not exactly established just yet. I have some ideas to possibly further my academic education, to go on to do graduate work, and possibly the study of how music and other creative arts may be utilized in the treatment of addictions, like how these kind of therapies, like music therapy and therapies involving the creative arts, can be used to treat addictions. That's a really fascinating field for me, and I think there's a lot of promise in that field. It's a very interdisciplinary field of study, so it can combine music therapy, can combine psychology, music cognition, and I would like to explore that a little bit more, but in graduate level work. As far as just jumping right into the profession, doing peer recovery coaching, and of course, if I pass the exam to become a licensed addiction counselor, going into an entry level position as a counselor is always an option and something I would look forward to doing. The main reasons for taking this course, of course, are to prepare me to be a counselor and to learn the skills needed to be an effective counselor. And I really look forward to that. Upon reflecting of the 16 good characteristics of a counselor, it became very evident that I feel like I do possess many of the skills needed to be a good counselor already, and that made me feel good and confident. But there are some that I have a lot of work to do on. Also, my background is in teaching and education, and I have several years of experience in tutoring and teaching. But being a teacher and being a counselor are two very different things. Counselors do not just teach their clients. In fact, that was mentioned by Perkinson in the textbook, that it's often a mistake of new counselors that they talk too much. We have a lot of knowledge to share. We want to be very helpful for our clients. And I tend to be wordy and I tend to talk too much. And that's the teacher in me. I'm like, here, let me share with you all this good information I have. So that will be something hard for me. But I think this class is going to be a great opportunity to learn these skills and effective ways to become a good counselor. And I think it's also going to be a great opportunity to see if this is the line of work that I want to pursue and that's appropriate for me. The internship opportunities through the program has been a great way to do this, but I think I can learn a lot through this course as well. And the journaling experience in particular that we'll do weeks 2 through 7 in this course. And finally, an interesting fact of mine, I think it's interesting, also ties into one of my favorite hobbies, and that is traveling. I counted them all up, and I've been outside the US, I've been to 8 different countries. 7 of those are in Europe. So if anyone's been to Europe, it's actually not like too hard to go to different countries. They're pretty small and they're all like compacted together. But I've counted them all up, and I've been to 8 different countries. 7 are in Europe, and then I've been to our neighbor to the north, Canada, once. I would like to go to Mexico at some point, or somewhere down in like the Caribbean or in the South. And if anybody has been down there, or could maybe suggest an island in the Caribbean that they've been to, I would love to hear. Or if you've got a favorite spot in Mexico you like to vacation at, I'm all ears, because I'd love to be planning my next vacation, especially to some warm destination. I look forward to reading or watching your introductions and meeting some of you this week. All right, everybody, have a great week. Nice to meet you.